Alright, it's working! Huzzah! Let's see how the game runs streaming in 1080p. Hopefully my computer can handle this, otherwise I'm going to have to throw some more RAM at this thing. This will be my first time streaming since 2012, maybe, so bear with me here. Just trying to make sure everything, works. I did not pre-log into the game like a smart person would have. Alright. How do I do my FPS in game while I've got this thing streaming? Oh, 51 FPS in the middle of town, okay. I hate that I have to leave that up. Alright, just making sure everything works. Where do we need to go? We need to go down.
Ah, fuck.
If you hear any cursing in the background, that would be my fiance sitting next to me playing Outlast 2's beta. She should be uploading a video of it to our YouTube, I believe. We'll see. We're still trying to get all this to work, but this channel is primarily going to be dedicated to both of us playing games together, or just when we play alone, we'll also be uploading stuff, hopefully. We'll see how this all goes. I didn't want to accept that. Oh, what was this quest? Yeah, we'll leave that for when I create another class or another job. I'm not lagging. This thing's got to be streaming pretty well. I'm supposed to be streaming in 1080p, and if I go here, look, it looks pretty damn good. Like, that's really surprising. This is why. Hold on. I wonder what is XSplit's what's XSplit's watermark look like? It's supposed to be streaming. Oh God, that's not in 1080p. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's definitely streaming in 1080p. Where's the watermark?
I've only played Outlast maybe 2 other times.
I do not see the watermark, but okay. I'm curious if it's going to pick up. My mic shouldn't. I don't know if your mic will pick me up. And these are brand new characters we just started playing last night. Just having a lot of fun with a completely gorgeous game. I mean, look at that. How can you not love that?
Pretty sure I'm gonna die.
I will be randomly stopping to take screenshots of this gorgeous world, so there's that. Yep, just get me out of G-pose. I'm also going to be posting all about our journey on our Tumblr, so you can look there as well for interesting little things and screenshots and such that may not even be on here, since this is really just a test, and mostly what I'd be streaming is our group content. I just wanted to make sure this all works and it's picking up my microphone and all that jazz. Alright, looks to be streaming. Now I'm gonna stop and just check out and make sure everything worked. If anybody sees this, thanks for watching.
Oh, hi there.
How do I stop this?
That's cool.
Well, as soon as I figure out how to actually stop this thing, right? I don't know where the pause button is.
See, I didn't even see that the first time. How do you get into the jam doors? Oh, it's way too dark not to.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm going to stream the whole novice hall just to see how this all the streaming does with combat and everything, to see if it slows me down or see what's gonna happen.
Like this.
Let's see what
Very
happens.
terrifying.
Let's see what happens.
Lots of dead bodies. What? Ew. And they crunch.
Alright, let's go. Gotta say, I love the music in this game. One of the things that draws me to this game so hard. The music is gorgeous. Okay, you are so dead. Oh, no you're not. You alright there, honey? Good to go, dude. Let's go. Let me at him. Just gotta avoid his AoEs, which is a big part of this game. A lot of, I'd say, Black Mage Thaumaturge is probably learning how to avoid things while still maximizing your DPS, which I mean is any class really, but Thaumaturge especially since everything is casted. Seem to be lagging me at all. Now I'm wondering what the stream actually looks like. If this looks pretty good, then this looks promising. Definitely don't want to stream if it's gonna... What? What? Okay. Everything's got reticules in the ground and everything, just don't stand in them. You can get your casts off before they get their casts off. You're doing your job right. And a dead DPS does no DPS, so the Novice Hall is great for teaching you before you do your first dungeon, which I think is a great thing. This is quite a bit better than what I'd say WoW did with their, whatever their version of this is called. Proving grounds? Basically checked your knowledge after the fact of starting rather than teaching you before going in, which is really cool. Got my brand new gloves. This thing. Basically teaching you to follow a kill priority, always attacking what the tank's attacking, not just attacking all willy-nilly. That's how you get yourself killed. And if all the DPS is dead, just tank and the healer, they can slowly get overwhelmed, which is not a good thing. Melee DPS is generally preferred to attack from behind because of how combat works in pretty much every MMO. I think to the front it's easier. They get parries and stuff like that, which you can't from behind. And then classes like monks actually get damage bonuses from attacking from the flank and from behind.
That's going to conclude my demo of Outlast 2. I am afraid I'm not going to finish any longer.
Well, my fiance just chickened out of Outlast 2. Apparently very terrifying for her, so there's that. Alright, let's get back to the Hall of the Novice. Learning to fight multiple opponents while, you know, not attacking with the tanks, not attacking and getting yourself murdered. Very, very important to a black mage. Not dying is a very good thing. Glad this game has such great music, so I don't even have to try and put in music. It's kind of awesome. I may eventually, if I do bigger group content such, add songs to the end of that, or if, you know, I do PvP in this game, which is doubtful, and realistically, there isn't much of a PvP game in this game. No one really plays it, sadly. But PvP isn't my focus anyways. I've never climbed an arena ladder in WoW in the years I spent playing it. I'm attacking the wrong target already. See, everybody can be a novice every once in a while. Don't feel too bad. Another blizzard and then did transpose. Just took me longer to get into my Uncle Fire the way I did it. Yeah, always attack the tank's target. You can focus the tank, you can target the tank, target off of him, just anything you can really do. A lot of tanks will actually mark when you're in a dungeon, which you'll see whenever we actually stream a dungeon. Right now, I played a little longer than her last night, so I'm going to have to wait for my fiance to catch up, but I'll be working on my Archer and Arcanist, which are the secondary and tertiary supports for Thaumaturge to become a black mage. So I'll work on those while she works on catching back up to me. Since we couldn't play together till we finished the starting area anyways, I just decided to finish mine off. She started in Gridania, as she started with an Archer, and I a Thaumaturge, so I started out in the beautiful city of Ul'dah. So, learning to attack while avoiding AoE. A lot of people don't seem to learn this by the time they reach endgame, but it is very, very important. A dead DPS is no DPS. Doesn't matter how high you are on the damage meter for that first minute if you spend the next 6 minutes of the fight down the floor dead. General advisory: with a big axe wielder like this, what they're going to teach you, he may throw his attacks generally at the tank in a realistic situation, so do not stand right in front of his face where the tank is standing, or else you're more likely to get hit. A lot of things you don't have to move immediately. If you can finish your cast before they get their cast off, it's generally beneficial to just finish that cast. You can also, what I call from playing WoW, stutter stepping, I believe it was called. Right as that cast is about to go off, you can move thanks to latency and the cast will still go off. It's a nice little thing to try and learn. Oh hey, the game actually gave me pants, because the only pants I'm wearing right now I had to buy from a vendor, because I didn't choose the ones from my class quest. I chose the custom-made tunic, and they left me without pants. And if you follow our Tumblr at all, you'll notice that I went to go talk to the guy, and he really, really didn't like my pants. Where they just throw us into everything. Oh no, this is where we deal with ads coming into the fight. Basically, it's teaching you don't leave your healer hanging, because the way healing aggro works, it applies to everything, unlike our attacks, which only apply to things we hit. You want to keep your healer buddy happy and healthy, so he can keep you happy and healthy, and you can actually make it through your dungeons. Apparently I'm just not quick enough. Can't let the healer die though. Healer alive, they'll keep you alive. Heck, I've played a healer before when I previously played this game, and I've done dungeons in the level 40 range without even a tank, just healing a black mage through as the tank. So protect your healer. final exercise where they test your knowledge of everything before they let you go in a dungeon. Actual dungeon mechanics. There's a similar in Stasha, which I believe is the first dungeon. There's actually a similar mechanic like that we'll see. Or we're going to overwhelm with ads if we don't close. I don't know what to call them. Little bulkhead-like things in the floor. You'll see whenever we do a video of our first Stasha run together. If you're not near them, you don't want to make your healer have to chase you down. And done. Really easy when you follow what they tell you to do. And you can do as each respective thing. Like if I came through here on a monk as a damage, I'd get all the monk-like gear and such. If I came through as a healer, I'd get the healing gear, obviously. Which for newbie gear, it's actually really, really good stats too. Oh, okay, this is the final exercise where they test everything. Last one was teaching actual mechanics rather than throwing all the stuff together in one shot. Testing us in a real fight rather than against their own people. Let's see how we do. Where's our group? Ready to begin, Mr. Archer. Alright, there's our tank, there's our healer, and there's our dodo bird. Like I said earlier, see the AoE gets placed on the tank. A real tank's going to avoid that, but this is just testing our knowledge. Those are the transpose. do it. I must not have timed it correctly. See, I didn't time that correctly. Even though I was out of it, I still got hit by it. Because again, it's a latency thing. So being able to stutter step the cast, get an extra cast off, sometimes you can't because of latency. It's too close, just don't go. You figure out what you can do with your latency realistically. That's that. The basic instructions on how to dungeon. That's deep dungeon or what? That's it for the Hall of the Novice. I'm just gonna check out how this video rendered and all that, and didn't lag me at all, so that's really cool. Alright, until next time, folks.